Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wabrakakwaдаsh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you true, sincere brethren out there pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked, defiled kingdom with this word, and to the rest of the church who believe as well, including you few women. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right? We got to get the fuck out of here. Truly, we got to get the hell out of this kingdom, man. This kingdom is set up to break us down, man. Physically, mentally, spiritually, in all aspects. This world does not benefit us. All right? This is not our home. In fact, we've been exiled from our home. We've been banished, man. And now here we are, scattered throughout the whole earth in our enemy's land. So we are modern day slaves. We are modern day captives. And because of that, we should be hastening in the day. All right. In fact, let me start this off in 2 Peter's right quick. This is 2 Peter's 3 and 12. All of a sudden I got a phone call. Of course. 2 Peter 3 and 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So we're looking forward to this place being destroyed. We talk about Babylon being destroyed all the time because we look forward to it. We're hastening for that time to come. We're praying for that time to come. And we know in order for that time to come, the RFID chip has to be implemented. Certain prophecies have to be lined up before the end can come in this society. So them missiles are not going to fall from the sky before that chip. Neither are they going to fall from the sky before Jacob's trouble. So we're praying for that chip to come. We're praying for Jacob's trouble. We're praying for Isaiah 4 and 1. We're praying for them spiritual powers, man. There's even times where you may not even know what to pray about because your spirit is just so vexed. All right? But the supplication is still being made through the spirit, man. We have to look forward to what is to come because presently is not a gift. The present is not the gift. Presently, we are in hell. Presently, we're surrounded by nothing but burdens, and we have to get out of here. All right? Being surrounded by the people of this world is vexing to the spirit. It's irritating. What are you going to talk to these people about? These people like nothing but wickedness. They like adultery. They like to sodomize their women. They like to eat abominable foods like it's a delicacy. What is there to talk about with the people of this world? Nothing, man. All right? Stuff like that, man. These loud ass vehicles, man. There's no peace in this kingdom. We have to get the hell up out of here. All right? 2 Peter 3 and 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Now, what is it saying, the heavens being on fire? Well, this isn't our heaven. They say in the world, the white man's heaven is a black man's hell. So the heavens being dissolved is going into Esau's power structure, his rulership, his authority, his dominion on this earth is going to be totally destroyed. He's going to be destroyed. All right? But then they're going to come back in the kingdom of heaven as our slaves for those who got destroyed on this side. And they're going to serve us for 1,000 years. And then after that 1,000 years, they're really going to be destroyed forever. You'll never see an Edomite walking again after 1,000 years. But nevertheless, the white man's heaven, as you will call it, a Edomite's heaven, is an Israelite's hell. So the heavens being dissolved is going into Esau's kingdom being destroyed. All right. It includes his military as well. It includes his media. It includes his democracy. Everything that Esau set up in this society and wickedness is going to be destroyed. Okay? And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Now, going into the elements, that's speaking of everything that you're looking at here. The grass, I see trees, I see concrete, I see light poles. You know, you see street signs, all right, houses. Everything in this society that you see is going to be wiped out, including the people who are left here on this earth. They're also made up of a bunch of elements. So these elements that you're currently looking at are all going to be destroyed. All right. Now I'm looking up the word element in my dictionary. It says one of the simplest or essential parts or principles of which anything consists. So everything that consists is going to be destroyed, or upon which the constitution or fundamental powers or anything are based. All right, fundamental powers. All right, so Esau's principal rule, even that's going to be destroyed. All right. Another definition for element: any one of the simplest chemical substances that cannot be decomposed in a chemical reaction or by any chemical means and made up of atoms, all having the same number of protons. All right, so even the atoms are going to be destroyed. Them nuclear missiles are going to destroy everything to its least element, including the atoms, man. All right. One of the four basic building blocks of matter in theories or ancient philosophers and alchemists: water, earth, fire, and air. So the water that's left here is going to be destroyed. The fire is going to destroy the air. All right, the air is going to be cleansed. All right, all the elements are going to be destroyed that the missiles touch. Period. So let's read this again. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, fervent heat. Let me see if I can get that in my blue letter. Fervent heat. All right, so going into that word, it doesn't show up in the blue letter. Well, let's go into the word heat. Okay, so by definition, to set on fire, to burn up, set fire to suffer with feverish burning, be parched with fever. Okay? That's why when people get sick and they're real hot, they say that they have a fever. They're burning up. So this place is going to literally be burnt up. So now I'm going to go to my dictionary and I'm going to look up the word fervent. Okay? The word fervent: exhibiting particular enthusiasm, zeal, conviction, persistence, or belief, having or showing emotional warmth, fervor or passion, glowing, burning, very hot. So this heat is going to be very hot. In fact, this heat is going to be hotter than the sun. Okay? Now, the scientists had mentioned that those missiles are around 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Imagine that, man. When you're cooking, let's say you're boiling some water. And let's say that water boiling, some of that splash gets on your arm or something. It feels hot. Or let's say you're ironing your clothes, and let's say you touch the bottom of that iron. It's going to be really hot. Now, we as people, we can't stand that kind of heat. So how much more when the nuclear missiles fall from the sky? How much more when fire and sulfur is raining from the sky? That's why the Heavenly Father has his men going through the fire now. We're going through that spiritual fire. But the people of this world who are here when the missiles drop, they're going to go through the physical fire, the literal fire. All right? So we're hasting in the day. We're actually looking forward to being delivered out of here because we're slaves to this society. That's why we look forward to a greater kingdom, because we're the slaves. And the fact that these Edomites get offended when they hear these things, why wouldn't they? If the tables were turned, I'd be offended too. But guess what? We're looking forward to the kingdom because the kingdom is set up for Israel. So being Israelites, we are looking forward to the world to come. This is Esau's kingdom. All right? So let's go to Isaiah. This is Isaiah 51 and 14. The captive exile, and who are the captives? The Israelites. Where are we exiled from? We're banished from our homeland, being Jerusalem, Israel. The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed. So we're looking forward to being loosed. We're looking forward to being free. We're not like everyone else who loves going to work every single day of their life. We're not like everyone else who loves to have women ruling over them, who loves to have the so-called white man ruling over them. Living in a society that's killing you every single day. Living in a society that even when you breathe, you're actually killing yourself. Okay? The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. All right, so we're not trying to die in the pit. And the fact that we're in Esau's rulership, the fact that we're in his system, is showing you that we're in the pit. Okay? Let me go to that word pit in the blue letter. Okay? Okay, I think the pronunciation in Hebrew, it says Shakta, or hold on, Shakhath, Shakhath. Definition: pit, destruction, grave, pit for catching lions. In Israel, we're looked at as lions, man. Starting with Judah. It tells you in the scriptures in Jeremiah 49 that Judah's compared to a lion. All right? Pit for catching lions. Pit of hell. So we're in hell. Esau's rulership is an Israelite's hell. As the world would say, the white man's heaven is a black man's hell. So us being in the pit, we are in hell. This is our hell. Okay? That's why this place is destroying us, man. The fact that we're here, every day that we're here, we're just dying. Slowly. Nothing about this society promotes life. Okay? A lot of these women, they don't even want to have babies. And if they do get pregnant because they're fast and don't know how to, be patient and wait for a decent man to come around, they want to be a bunch of hoes, then get pregnant and then have an abortion. Kill the baby. All right? You have women out there who's been through 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 abortions, man. This stuff is real. Because this society is under the authority of the devil, the so-called white man. Okay? The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit. So we don't want to die in this hell, man. We're trying to get the hell out of here. Nor that his bread should fail. And how do we receive our bread here? Being in this truth. We have to work jobs, man. And a lot of us are working jobs that we don't even give a damn about. We're working jobs that our heart is not into. Every day I go to work, I'm miserable at my job. I hate my fucking job, man. But that's how I get my bread. This is hell. I hate this fucking place. All right? I don't want to be here no more. But nevertheless, does that mean I should go commit suicide? Does that mean I should pray for the Lord to kill me and take me out? No. We have to bear it. As much as we don't want to be here, it's a tough situation, but it's a cross that we have to bear. We have to carry that cross. It's a part of walking in this truth. Okay? But nevertheless, we're praying to get the hell out of here. Because this is Esau's world. This is his rulership. All right? So going into that word, in the blue letter, where was I at? I'm going to go into that word loosed in the blue letter. To open. To open. To be open. Be let loose. Be thrown open. To free. To loosen. To open. Open oneself. To loose oneself. To carve. Engrave. To engrave. To be engraved. So we're waiting for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to open up the door and get us out of here. Now, what is that door? The chariots. But really, even before that, what is that door? This truth. This truth is our way out of here. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get that. The truth is how those doors to freedom are going to be open. All right? So let's go to the book of John. Chapter 8 and verse 32. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So although we know the truth, we're still in the hell. We're still in this pit. So what is it speaking to? What is it speaking of? What is it referring to? We're free mentally. We're free spiritually. Although our bodies are still in bondage, although we're still in these chains of darkness, our spirit, our mind, everything about us is not of this world. Okay, we don't give a damn about this place. We're not worried about death. We're not worried about what man can do unto us. That is a part of freedom. And you receive that freedom through this truth. Okay, but as long as we're in this world, we are in hell. Because this is Esau's world. This is 2nd Esdras. Chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So right now we're in Esau's world. But the world to come, then is going to be our world. And Jacob's world. But Esau's going to rule until his end. In fact, Esau is also the cause of his own world to come to a fall. But also because his rulership has been measured. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not going to allow this devil to rule past his time. So he's going to rule until the end of his time. The end of his age, which we are at the end of his age. And the new world order is really going to be when the Israelites receive our kingdom. All right? Because we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Really, Jacob's kingdom is Yahweh Shai's kingdom. Okay? Because it was Yahweh Shai that blessed Jacob and gave him his blessing when he was Isaac. All right? So really, Jacob's kingdom is Yahweh Shai's kingdom. Because Jacob was Yahweh Shai's son through the reincarnation. All right? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we're searching for a new world. And we're going to receive that new world. All we have to do is be patient. All right? All we have to do is suffer this hell. But although we're suffering, we're still alive. We're still bearing it. Okay, the Heavenly Father is still giving us our daily bread. All right, he's still giving us a few goodies here and there. He's blessing us, man. Really, we're not losing, man. Even though we're catching this hell, we're really doing good. Because when you look at the rest of our people, they're losing it, man. They don't know what's going on. They don't know their right from their left. All right? They don't know good from a bucket of fried chicken, man. They don't know anything. And that's going to lead them to their own destruction. This is Revelation 20:1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven. That's not the one I want. It's Revelations 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. What is that new heaven? The world of the Israelites. And a new earth, as the earth is going to be renewed. It's not going to be a new earth. The earth that we're currently on is not going to be destroyed, because the earth that we are on was created to be inhabited forever. So the new earth is just going into a refreshed earth. Okay? There's going to be a reset button. Things are going to be put back in its rightful order. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. Speaking of Esau's world. Esau's world is about to be passed away. And there was no more sea. All right? So Esau and his kingdom, they're going to be wiped away. But the world to come is for the Israelites, man. This is our time to be happy, man, because we're at the end of our captivity. Finally, out of all the incarnations we've been in, suffering, the reason why it seems to be so bad right now is because we know we're at the end. Our spirit has came back so many times, our spirit is just tired of it. Okay, although we can't recall who we were and what we went through in our past life, but our spirit has some kind of, what's that word? Reconciliation? No, that's not the word. Some kind of, recognition of the hell we've been catching throughout all of our incarnations, being in this flesh. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the power requireth that which is past. Okay, so that which has been is now. So what was in the past life is here right now. That includes the spirit that's in us, man. So the burden that we're going through, it feels heavy because we're at the end. Just like when you're in the world, let's say you're a little child who's in the world, you don't know no better, and that satanic holiday Christmas is in a week. And every day that goes by, it seems like it's just getting slower and slower, seeing that it's right around the corner, because you know that you're going to receive gifts. So all this time you've been good, but now that Christmas is around the corner, you can't wait. Time is slowing down. You don't even want to go to school. You just want Christmas to come so you can tear those presents open and open up them presents, man. Well, the same thing with us. We're at the end. We know that the kingdom of heaven is right around the corner. So it seems like, man, can it come any sooner? We're excited because we're hastening in the day. But we just got to keep our patience, man, because at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, his words are going to be true no matter what. All right, so hey, I'm going to go ahead and close this lesson out, man. Lord willing, it was simple. It was edifying. Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And until my next lesson, Shalom.